Yo, what's going on, guys? Today is finally the day. The trailer. It came out yesterday, and I did not have any time to make this video, so I'm gonna do it today now. It's like late at night already, midnight. Um, it's already Saturday, but I mean, pretty much I just wanted to make this video because, why not? I haven't got a chance to, so I just felt like doing it right now. I'm so excited because today we're going to be reacting to the Scream 6 trailer. But not only that, we're going to break it down and then we're going to talk about a few images and, go into theories and whatnot. So this should be an interesting video, a long one too. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Man, this trailer got me so hyped for the movie. I'm so excited. Um, and yeah, we're just gonna, before we get into it though, any of you guys watching who are new, please like and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. It helps out. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say here. We're just going to dive right into it. We're going to react to the trailer and then we're going to break it down. So, let's just watch it together, guys.
Please help us. Just down here.
There's a line here, girl.
Can
You got a problem here, guy?
I had this secret. There's a darkness inside of me. It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming for us. We share a certain history. This isn't like any other ghost face.
what is this place?
A shrine. We've got to lure him in. We execute him.
Hello?
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Maybe. But there's never been one like me, Gale. I'm something different.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
You want me. So let's finish this.
Guys?
Exciting, isn't it? Man, I cannot wait for this film, guys. If I, like, this trailer literally, if I wasn't already excited and hyped for this movie before, I'm definitely am now. Like man, this movie, I feel like this trailer, it really did um, live up to the anticipation I had for it. And I thought it was great. I don't think they spoiled much. Um, and I think it was a great trailer. But as I said, we're gonna break it down now. So basically, I'm just gonna go shot by shot from this trailer and break certain things down, and go into theories with some stuff as well along the way. So yeah, we're gonna dive right into it. So in the beginning here, we got Ghostface. walking into the store and he's confronting um, this random guy at the store, and then he stabs him, and then he steals the store owner's gun, which is interesting because that's what I've been theorizing that was gonna happen. You know, whenever we had gotten that image, like what, 2 months ago, I don't remember when specifically, but it was around Thanksgiving. Um, we got that image of Ghostface in the store, and he's holding the shotgun, and with the old age worn out mask, and a lot of fans were theorizing like, oh, like is Ghostface just gonna be running around with the shotgun? But I was like, in my video, I was just like, nah, I don't think that's the case because I think the store owner is gonna have the gun and he's gonna steal it from him and then shoot him with it. And that's exactly what happened because we see it here in the trailer. And it's just awesome how badass Ghostface looks because, he just looks like he doesn't give a damn. He's just going ham on everyone in the store. And, he just seems like he's just gonna go crazy in this film. And, he's over here breathing like Michael Myers as well. With like you can hear his heavy breathing in the trailer. Um, and yeah, I honestly, and like as I said before too, I don't mind that Ghostface uses a shotgun because I figured this too that he was only gonna kill just it was just gonna be a one kill thing with him with the shotgun. So that's why I never made it a big deal. Whenever we had first gotten that news with that picture of Ghostface holding the shotgun, I didn't make that a big deal when I first saw that because I was just like, that's most likely just going to be one kill. It's not like he's just going to be walking around with a shotgun, just killing, just killing everyone with the shotgun. Like, no, like that's obviously not going to be the case. So that's why I just didn't make it a big deal. But I know a lot of other fans, they were like, "Oh, this is just dumb. Like, why is Ghostface with a shotgun?" I personally don't mind, so that's my thing there. And he just blows his head off. Well, not his head off, but he freaking blown his brains out pretty much. that was that was just epic, man. To just see Ghostface just go crazy like that, and this Ghostface seems more, you know, I don't know. He seems more flexible, more agile, more quicker. And he seems like not as clumsy too. You'll see in other scenes too. Like Ghostface just seems not as clumsy in this film. At least the one that we're seeing with the old age worn out mask. That Ghostface has to be some type of experienced killer or something like that. Like, he's he knows what he's doing basically. I think that's the kind of killer we're getting here with this old age worn out mask killer.
I had this secret. There's a darkness inside of me.
Shoot.
It fo-
Oh wait, my bad. Hold on, guys. My AirPods died. Shoot. Dang it. I don't know how they die so quickly. I really don't know how this always happens every single time. I don't know. But anyways,
followed me here,
hopefully you guys can still hear.
and it's gonna keep coming for us.
I was gonna talk
followed
about this
me
right
here.
here with Sam holding
I had this secret.
the mask.
There's a darkness inside of me.
Okay, so here, Sam, because I've been seeing a lot of talk about this, was Sam holding the old age worn out mask. A lot of fans were like, and you know, with what Sam said as well, with, you know, like, this darkness in me, like, you know, like she's struggling with it, and you know, with her holding this mask as well, the old age worn out mask, you know, it I mean, it makes sense for it to lead fans to believe that, oh yeah, like this, are they hinting that she's gonna become a killer? I'm not saying that's impossible, but do I personally want that to happen? Not really. I just don't, I don't know. I just don't really see that happening, to be honest. Like, I don't know. That's just me though. I think with Sam's character in this film, what they're gonna be doing here is that she's gonna become more darker, if that makes sense. She's gonna go, like, you know, more down a darker, more, you know, emotional path in her life after the events of Scream 5. But I don't think she's gonna become like a full on killer, go psycho, and, you know, all that stuff. Like, I don't see that happening. So yeah, like that's kind of my thing there. But I do think, like I said, that she's gonna be more darker though. She's gonna have more of a dark side to her. She's gonna be more like, like she's just gonna struggle with, you know, the stuff that she's going through. And, you know, I don't really think she's gonna struggle with the whole Billy hallucination thing as much, because, you know, at the end of Scream 5 we did see her, you know, almost like accepting the fact that she is Billy's daughter, you know, towards the end of Scream 5. Like, we kind of saw that kind of closure with her accepting that she's Billy's daughter and whatnot, and not caring about it anymore. So I don't think she's gonna have these hallucinations of Billy as much as she did in Scream 5. But maybe a few scenes she might, you know. But I don't know. And I don't know if she's still gonna be taking her medications and whatnot. But yeah, I do think Sam will go darker. You know, she's gonna be more darker, but I don't think she's gonna be a full-on killer. I don't think so. I feel like they're kind of hinting at that purposely to make a lot of us fans think that, but I just don't see that happening.
It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming.
Okay, so then we get a first shot here at Liana Liberato, with the rest of the group, Tara and Mindy and Sam and Devon Dakota. So I'm assuming they're all living here in this dorm, or like this dorm at the college campus, or it's probably an apartment. I don't know, but they're all living together, I'm assuming here. And Ghostface just shows up at their front step, at their front door.
It's gonna keep coming for us.
Like, look at him, bro. This is a great shot, by the way. But yeah, he's just interrogating them. I don't even know what part of the film this could be at, but he's just interrogating them. I don't know. It looks like, this is a good shot. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully they keep this in the movie, because there's a few other great shots of Ghostface as well. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out.
We share a certain history.
It followed me here.
Hold on.
And it's gonna keep coming for us.
We share a
And of course, we get Hayden Panettiere, aka Kirby. Hold on.
certain history.
Jeez.
We share a
Oh my gosh. I can't even pause it correctly. It's so quick. But yeah, we got Hayden Panettiere here. When I first saw the trailer for the first time, I was just like whenever, because this is not my first time watching it, because I had already watched it yesterday. But I just wanted to react to it with you guys so that way I could break it down and talk about certain things in the trailer. But whenever I first saw it yesterday for the first time and I saw Hayden Panettiere, aka Kirby, I was just like, she's back, you know? Like, I mean, we knew she was back, but it's just like, I don't know, it just felt like relieving to me. Like, I just, you know, was just very happy just to see Kirby back and Hayden Panettiere. So yeah, and I think I'm glad she's back. And by the way, I've been seeing a lot of fans saying that her wig or her hair looks bad or whatever. I mean, I've talked about this in one of my other videos too. Like, I don't really see the problem with her hair. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if some fans are just like trying to like find things to like just, you know, complain about, or like, I don't know. But I don't really see a problem with her hair. I think her hair is good. I don't think her hair is bad at all. I'm just glad Kirby's back, if anything. You know, I don't really care, you know, really about how she looks. I'm just glad she's back as a character. So yeah, that's my thing there. But it's great to see Kirby with Gale and Sam and Tara, you know, because that's kind of what I wanted, is, you know, to see Kirby interact with Gale, you know, who's an old character, but also interact with Sam and Tara and Mindy and Chad, who are newer characters. Because that's kind of like the best way you can develop someone like Kirby, is by, you know, having the old characters and the new characters meet up together and, you know, work together and be in scenes together. That's the best way to develop them both as new characters and old characters. So I'm happy to see that. And we got a few other images too with Kirby and Gale and Sam together. But it's not part of the trailer though. It was just an image that came a few days ago. But yeah, it's great to see though.
We share a certain history. This isn't like any other Ghostface.
What is this place?
A shrine.
Now this, I want to talk about this. 'Cause this is probably one of the most, you know, bizarre things that I've noticed in the trailer. So we got all these Ghostface costumes in this little museum/theater place. We have it here, and it looks like some type of set or props or some type, like it looks like some type of studio set, you know, for a museum/theater. That's kind of what it looks like to me. But the Ghostface, we have all the robes just standing there in their own place, and all of them have their own name for the specific killer that were in this franchise. And then we see one that is like in a glass case all the way in the middle, and that Ghostface is Billy's. That was his costume, and he had that little glass case around his Ghostface robe. And then we have a whole bunch of other homages here. We have Jill's blue flannel. We have Stu's shirt from the original. We have Billy's shirt. We have Tatum's. And then what else? Oh yeah, we even have the TV of Stu as well next to his shirt. We have Olivia's shirt. There's a whole bunch of other ones, but those are the ones that I'm noticing here. There's another one all the way at the far left. You guys probably won't notice it. It's right here, all the way at the left, where that you guys can see it. There's like a little mask hanging, and then there's like a big yellow thing hanging on top of it. I'm pretty sure that's the like stage replica of Derek's like the thing Derek was hanging from in Scream 2 at the end of the movie when Sydney finds him, and he's tied up to that thing, and he's like been cut up and everything. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So I don't know. Just I think it's interesting though, because Gail in this trailer, as we just seen, she calls all this stuff a shrine, and I've been seeing this go around for a while now, because a few days ago there was like a crossword puzzle, and that the Scream Twitter posted, and then a whole bunch of fans were like doing the Ghostface crossword puzzle, and one of the words that were in the crossword puzzle was the word shrine, and then we see Gail say the word shrine in the trailer here, and then we see all these Ghostface costumes here. It's interesting, right? I mean, I don't know. That could there be some type of cult or something like that in this movie? Who knows? That's definitely possible. But I'm kind of confused though at the same time, because I'm like just thinking, like, are these Ghostface robes as well like some type of stab stuff? Or are they replicas? Or is this all just like, or is this, because I feel like some of them are replicas, some of them are stab stuff. But then I feel like the robes, the Ghostface robes that we're seeing here are actually real, from the real killers. And they have them just stored here in this theater/museum. And why are they there? I don't know, but it's interesting though, because like how did they get there? How does no one know that they're there? Were they being held here secretly, or is this like an open place? Is this like a abandoned? Because I think this is probably an abandoned museum/theater. It's like some type of, it's like a museum, a movie theater, and just also a regular theater stage. Like how, in the end of Scream 2, when we had that little, with Sydney at the end fighting Mickey and Mrs. Loomis, how that whole theater set stage. We're going to have a mix of those three, of, a museum, a regular movie theater, and then just also a theater stage, So I think that's kind of what we're getting here. And I think, like I said, I think it's an abandoned one. So I think this place is probably, it was once open before, but maybe now it's abandoned. I don't know. Maybe it was, they were kept here. But it's weird though, because like I don't know why they would be here. Like in our reality, I don't know. But it's interesting. But yeah, like, what do you guys think though? I don't know. Because I like I said, I do think the Ghostface robes are real, that are in this place. They're not like stab stuff or just some replicas. Like they're from the actual killers. But I just want to know how they got there, and how for sure though, the whole like the Tatum shirt that we're seeing here, the Stu shirt, the TV, Billy's shirt, Jill's shirt, Olivia's shirt, like all that stuff, and even the Derek thing with the that thing that he was hanging from that we're seeing. I think all that stuff is like just replicas of that they're just replicas, you know, because obviously there's no way they would have the real, like the real shirts and clothing and, you know, equipment from, you know, these crime scenes. Like I just don't think that's, I don't know. I don't think that's the case. I think they're just replicas. And that's really all it is. But I just want to know how all this stuff got here though, you know? So it's interesting, but I'm thinking maybe someone in the police force may have, you know, given permission for this stuff to be here. You know, and it was all part of like criminal evidence or something, and it was kept in this abandoned place for a long time. And, you know, but maybe someone in the police force might have purposely left it here because he's purposely planning something. I don't know. And we know there's going to be a cop character in this movie too. I'm just saying. I'm not going to, I don't know. But,
We've got to lure him in. We execute him. We've got.
And then here we see Sam walking up to specifically Billy's. It looks like she's walking up to Billy's Ghostface robe that's in this container, this glass container here. It looks like Sam is walking up to it. That's, you know, I still think that Sam, like I said, I think Sam is gonna be still a little bit obsessed with the whole Billy stuff, but not as much as she used to be. I think at this point she would have already, I think at this point she already accepted the fact that she's Billy's daughter and it doesn't faze her as much anymore. But maybe she's still a little bit, you know, not over it completely. But it's interesting though, because like I said, we have all the Ghostface. It's cool that we have all the Ghostface robes here, but the masks are not there. So the masks were definitely stolen, as we know. I don't know if all 9 masks from these previous killers in this franchise were stolen, because I feel like that's a lot of freaking masks to be stolen from this museum. I don't think they had all of them. But I don't know. But it's interesting though.
Lure him in. We execute him.
Hello?
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dipshit.
All right, here. I wanted to pause it here, guys, because here's something I want to talk about. Okay, so first of all, I'm so freaking glad that Gail got a phone call. You know, I'm glad she got a phone call. I'm happy because, you know, obviously Gail has never gotten a phone call before in this franchise. I mean, she did get one in Scream 2. Whenever her and Dewey and Randy were together in the park, you know, but Randy ended up being the one answering the phone, not Gail. So technically it wasn't really a phone call, although it was towards Gail, but you know, Randy was the one that answered it. So it wasn't a phone call directly towards Gail, you know. So I'm glad to see Gail finally getting a phone call. And you know, her lines in the trailer were just awesome. I think they were great. But one little thing, I saw some fans, you know, they were like, oh my gosh, like, why are they still using the whole landline stuff? Like this, you know, they're still using landlines in this franchise. Like, why don't they just get rid of that already? Honestly, bro, I understand that, you know, because even when I first saw this trailer at first, I was just like, bro, Gail's using a landline. But I don't know. You know, maybe Gail's a little bit old school still. Maybe she's still living in that 90s style. Maybe that's just, you know, she just wants a landline. She's still in, you know, she's still living that old school life, you know. Maybe that's why she still has a landline, you know, a house phone. That's probably why. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be that much ingrained into Scream 6 anyways. Like they're just gonna have these landline house phones for like just this scene most likely, and that's it. Because even in Scream 5, we only saw the landline house phone in the beginning of Scream 5 with the opening scene with Tara. That was the only time we saw it, but after that we didn't get it anymore. So I don't think it's a big of a deal. I mean, the rest of the phone calls in Scream 5 were literally just from actual phones. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same thing here in Scream 6. Like, of course, they're not gonna just have like almost every scene with just the regular landline house phones, because you know that just doesn't fit right. It's just gonna be this one scene, I'm pretty sure, with Gil. So, but one thing I wanted to talk about though is if you pause here, right whenever Gail's walking, hold on.
It never works out for...
Okay, so you see someone in the background walking. We don't know who that is. We don't know who this guy is. Some fans are predicting it's Gail has a love interest or whatever. And, you know, that's probably the case. Maybe, but I'm thinking maybe it's a bodyguard or a security guard, or maybe it's one of her camera crew or one of her producers, or, you know, I don't know. It could be that as well. But either way, there's this random guy is just walking in the background in her house or apartment. And then look what happens next, though.
The dip shit in the mask.
If you see, Ghostface walks up behind him and he is like strangling him, and then he pulls him away. And what I could assume ends up murdering him. So is there two killers in Gail's apartment? Because that's kind of what I thought of when I first watched this trailer. I could be wrong, because I don't know. I'm just kind of theorizing, but like, because like Ghostface is talking on the phone while attacking this guy in the background in Gail's house or apartment, you know. So I think Ghostface is like, you know, Ghostface is, I feel like he's probably, there's probably two killers in this situation. So Ghostface is attacking someone in the background, this random guy.
Maybe, but there's never been one like me, Gale.
And then that guy gets thrown through the window. Ghostface throws that guy through the window. And this is the old age worn out mask, Ghostface. But like, I think there's probably two killers though, because I mean, unless there's a cutscene between the phone call she's having here with Ghostface and that guy getting attacked in the background, unless there's a cutscene between that and also Ghostface throwing that guy through the window, then you can say, oh yeah, it was just one killer, you know, and it was just like being edited and cut differently in the trailer. Like that, if that's the case, then yeah, it's just one killer in Gail's apartment or house. But if it wasn't a cutscene and it wasn't like edited or whatever, then I think there has to be two killers in Gail's apartment. Because that's just what I'm thinking. Because like I said, we see someone get thrown through this window, but before that, Ghostface was strangling that guy, and then he pulled him away. In the background, we see as he's talking to Gail on the phone. So unless that's just a cutaway scene and that it's like edited, then yeah, you could say that it was just one killer. But if not, then it has to be two killers, bro. And either way, though, there's another scene in the trailer where you kind of see that there is two killers at some point in this trailer, in this movie, that are going to be roaming around together, because there's another scene that I'm going to bring up. But yeah, Ghostface is a savage though, man. This old age worn out mask Ghostface is just, he's a savage. I'm telling you, bro. He definitely is. Whoever he is, but I think he definitely has some type of experience and he's smart. Like he threw that guy through the window, bro. Like that's crazy. But
I'm something different.
like, bro, you guys saw how fast Ghostface jumped right there. Like he jumped so quick, and like his speed, bro, and he's like more agile. He's more stealth. He has like this stealth to him. He's sneaky. Like I don't know. This Ghostface is different. Like Kirby said in the trailer.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
You want me.
All right, hold on. Because we see Gail here. She shoots through the door. And then Ghostface, obviously, he pops up. And then he supposedly attacks her or whatever. We don't know what's going to happen there. But, of course, when they show something like this in the trailer, it's going to be like... It's gonna cause a little bit, you know, of a reaction to, you know, a lot of fans, because, you know, obviously a lot of fans are gonna be like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? Are they gonna kill off Gail? Are they gonna kill her off? Honestly, bro, I don't think so. I think this is just gonna be a fake out death. I don't think she's gonna die in this film in general. I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows? You know, it's not impossible that she can't die. But I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think she's gonna die. And in fact, who knows? Maybe this is part of the opening scene. Gail's phone call with Ghostface. Maybe there's like different we're seeing different perspectives of the opening scene. Like maybe someone else is getting killed off in the opening scene, and there's a Ghostface at someone else's house killing them. And then there's another Ghostface here at Gail's apartment, and he's taunting her and trying to, you know, get to her. So then there's two Ghostfaces that we're seeing in different places in the opening scene. And especially because we know this movie is going to be half the movie, and this is going to take place in one night. You know, you could imagine that the opening scene is going to be like, it's going to drag out a little more longer because of that. I feel like, you know, so I feel like, you know, someone else, like I said, gets killed in the opening scene, and then we go to Gail's apartment, and she's also part of the opening scene. But while someone else died in their house, Gail is in her apartment, and another Ghostface is here at her apartment trying to get to her, trying to kill her. And then she ends up killing him. And then, you know, they reveal the Ghostface early on in the opening scene, and that's what it is. Maybe that's the case. Who knows? That's definitely possible. But yeah, like maybe I think that's possible, because we know she's not dying in the opening scene. Gail's not dying in the opening scene, because there's other scenes that we like, behind the scene photos that we saw of Gail. So we know Gail is gonna be like in this movie way more than just this scene that we're seeing in the trailer. So this is not the opening scene. Like she's not dying in the opening scene. Whether this is the opening scene or not, she's not dying in the opening scene, because she's been in many behind the scene photos. So yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, it's like I said, it's interesting and it's fun though, to see. But yeah, I don't think Gail's gonna die. I don't think so. I know a lot of fans are thinking that, but me personally, I don't think so. I don't think Gail's gonna die. But Yeah, like it's interesting though. It's interesting, but I think as well though, another thing that I want to pause at is that little theater Ghostface flashing thing, like from this projector. You guys saw it here. This right here, like, so I think, you know, this whole scene right here that we're, you know, I feel like this is probably part of the opening scene as well, but it's not like, I mean, it's not part of the opening scene. I think this is part of the third act. All this right here that we're seeing towards the end of the trailer, I think is part of the third act, or maybe in the middle of the movie, heading towards the third act. I feel like it's somewhere around there. And it takes place at the theater / museum, you know, / shrine place, if you want to call it that. I think that's probably what's the case here. So yeah, I think that's probably the case here. But we see Sam and Tara here in this scene where it looks like there's two ghost faces in front of them and behind them. There's one in front of Tara and one in front of Sam. It seems to be there's two ghost faces right at their ways and right in their way. So I think this photo confirms that there's more than one killer in this scene with Sam and Tara. There's two of them, and who knows, maybe we, you know, from the angle in this trailer, we can't really see it, but maybe there's more killers. Maybe there's like, you know, like more killers surrounding them that we can't see in the trailer. That's possible too, but I definitely think there's at least two killers near Sam and Tara. There's one in front of Tara and then one in front of Sam that we're seeing here. It's interesting. It's interesting for sure, and I think this is, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is in the museum / theater. So it's probably part of the third act. I don't know. But either way, it's interesting. But I've said this before in one of my other videos. I don't think there's gonna necessarily be a whole cult. I mean, the whole shrine thing, I get it. Like if something like that would make you think there's gonna be a whole cult. But I don't think that's necessarily the case. Like maybe it's just like a small group of Ghostface killers. Like maybe there's like 4 or 5 the most, and they're just working, you know, in a little group. I think that could be possible. But I don't think there's gonna be like a whole cult where there's like you know 7 to 10 Ghostface killers or more than that. Like I think first of all, I think that's too convoluted, and I think that's too much, and I don't know. I don't think that's the case here. I think at least there's gonna be 4 or 5. You know, it's just gonna be a little small group of killers. You know, and I think that's what's gonna be the case here. 4 or 5 killers the most, probably 3 as well, but like I said, no more than 5. I don't think there's more than 5 killers. But you know, the whole like the whole cult stuff, you know, cult of Ghostface killers, I mean, I think that could work, you know, depending on execution. It definitely could work. And, you know, maybe they end off on a cliffhanger and, you know, they end up revealing the other killers in the next movie. But I don't know. I don't think they need to do that. Like, I feel like if anything, they should just do that with only one killer. I don't think they need to have so many killers of this cult, you know, to be revealed in the next movie. Like, they can just have one killer get away in Scream 6, if anything, and end it off on a cliffhanger and then reveal them in the next movie. I feel like that would be better, you know, because I don't think you need to have so many Ghostface killers get away in Scream 6 and then reveal them in Scream 7. I feel like that's just too much, in my opinion. But I don't know. It could work, you know, on execution because, like I said, execution is everything. But I think most likely there's it's just gonna be a little small group of killers. It's just gonna be a small group of killers, and you know, they're just gonna be working together, and you know that's basically what it's gonna be, and they're in this little. That's why they have. They're all part of this little shrine stuff, and they you know that whole all these Ghostface robes and whatnot, and there's lots to theorize about, but I'm probably gonna save some of my theories for other videos sooner or later, because there's like I'm just breaking stuff down and giving theories along the way, but this video is gonna be even longer if I just go on with theories forever and ever, so I'll save some stuff, but. I definitely think there's going to be at least, like, you know, 3 or 4 killers, you know. 3 or 4 or 5 killers. I don't think there's going to be any more than that. Like I said, a whole quote, like how a lot of fans are thinking, I feel like that's just, I don't know, a little too much. But I do think that someone who's in the police force, who I mentioned earlier, there's a character in the police force who could have, you know, hid all that stuff. You know, maybe he stored that. Maybe the police kept it there for evidence or whatever. And that's why it hasn't been, you know, it hasn't been touched or anything. Like it hasn't been taken away or something, because maybe the police allowed it to be in that theater/museum place where the shrines stuff is at. Maybe the police allowed it to just be left there, but maybe Dermot Mulroney, who's a cop, purposely allowed it to be there, because maybe he's maybe he's the leader of this little group shrine stuff, and there's like I said, maybe there's like 3, 4, or 5 killers, and he's one of them. He's kind of the leader here, and he's a cop, so he has some type of experience with this stuff. He knows his ins and outs. He knows his ways. He knows how to move. He knows how to be smart. So, and you know, he is older, but I feel like the fact that he's a trained police officer, I mean, I think he would still be pretty strong and quick, you know. I think he would still be able to be a pretty badass Ghostface, and he would be older, so I think that's why it would also be pretty cool to see. So, you know, maybe he's the leader of, you know, this whole Ghostface stuff. I know a lot of fans are thinking, oh, it's Stu. He's the one that's leading this whole, you know, he's leading a cult or whatever. I mean, I don't really think I need to get into that. I mean, I've already given my opinion on Stu many times. I don't think it's Stu. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he's leading anything. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't think he's the leader of anything, or that he's coming back. Dermot Mulroney, though, I think he could be this leader, possibly the leader of, you know, this group of killers, like 4 or 5 killers. He's one of them. He's the leader. He's the mastermind. What would be his motive? I don't know. I mean, we do know he has a daughter, and she gets killed So, and Dermot Mulroney said that himself. So, we do know he has a daughter that gets killed. I don't know if she gets killed, but she definitely is gonna get attacked. So, that's how it connects him to the story, and he gets involved and whatnot as a police officer. So maybe that's part of his motive, is his with his daughter getting attacked or killed. But maybe it's something else. I don't know. I mean, I've kind of thought of other theories too, like maybe because of the conspiracy theories about Sam, being a killer, and because I feel like Scream 6 will probably have commentary on conspiracy theories. So I feel like because of that, I feel like because of that, I feel like Scream 6 will kind of like maybe Dermot Mulroney's not the killer. Whoever the killer is, maybe the main killer who wants to kill Sam so badly, maybe it's because of the conspiracy theories that are going around about her being the killer in Scream 5 and her being a killer and whatnot. And they want to, kill Sam because they think that, she's in the wrong and that they're doing right by killing her and killing the bloodline of basically Billy. And they're just like, bro, I gotta end this this madness between Billy and his bloodline and everyone who is friends with Sam or is connected to her. I have to kill all of them in order to end this madness. Like, maybe that's why they want to kill Sam so bad, because that's what it seems like. At least like the main Ghostface killer, which we don't know who that is, but like maybe that's why they want to kill her so bad. Is because all these conspiracy theories, if Scream 6 does have commentary on conspiracy theories, like with Sam being a killer and about the whole Stu stuff as well, like maybe the main killer wants to kill Sam because of all these conspiracy theories about her being a killer, and they're like, well, I gotta do right by doing wrong, but they don't think they're doing wrong, but they're trying to kill Sam, thinking that if they kill her because she's a so-called killer and she's connected to Billy and everyone else is connected to her too, that if they kill her and everyone else around her, that this madness will end with Ghostface and all these killing sprees. And maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case here. They probably feel like, she's the bad guy. She's the killer. We need to get rid of her and everyone else around her. She's dangerous. So, they can have commentary on conspiracy theories. In some type of way, form or fashion. So yeah, that could be possible, but who knows? But I also think as well that I don't know. I think as well the thing is that, like, with I guess specifically the motive for Scream 6. I mean, I don't know specifically what that could be, but I think also the killers, some of the killers in this movie could be obsessed with true crime and like the real killers in this franchise. And that's why they still, the old days, one of them steals the old days worn out mask from the museum and the shrine place where all these Ghostface robes are at. Because they're obsessed with the real killings that happened, with Ghostface and the actual killers that, like Billy and Stu and Jill and Charlie and all of them, Richie and Amber, they're obsessed with the real killers and the real killings that were done by them. So it's sort of like a copycat killer, but more so like it's kind of like they can tie that in with maybe a little bit commentary on true crime, and those who are obsessed with true crime. Maybe, I don't know, but all right. So then we see Mindy walking on a ladder, and then Devon Nakota, I'm pretty sure, is walking behind her, which I'm pretty sure Mindy makes it across. And then,
You want me. So let's finish this.
which I don't know why Sam has this evil looking face on her, but it's creepy. But like I said, I think she's probably just going a little bit darker in this movie. And she's probably just going to go savage too. But it seems like there's a chase scene here as well.
You want me. So let's finish this.
All right, so we see Sam and Tara being chased in this little place. They enter the building, and Ghostface is chasing them. Ghostface is chasing Sam and Tara into the building, so that means we're definitely getting a chase scene there. And you know, we're most likely getting other chase scenes too, for sure. Because that's what they promised. So I'm excited for chase scenes, man. I really am, because we need them. As much as I love Scream 5, it definitely lacked chase scenes, for sure. I can definitely agree with that criticism towards the movie. Like, it definitely did lack chase scenes, for sure. So what's interesting here, though, is that we see Tony Revolori here, and then we see Tara falling. I guess from the ladder must have fell down, and I'm thinking Devon Nakota probably ends up dying off the ladder, because I'm pretty sure she was behind Mindy. Like I paused at that part where Mindy's climbing on the ladder. Like, Mindy makes it, and then Devon Nakota goes behind her and tries to go as well. But maybe Ghostface pushes her off the ladder. That's possible. Or he stabs her and makes her fall. Or he just stabs her and kills her. I don't know. Something like that. I think Devon Nakota is going to die after Mindy. You know, I don't think she's going to survive. So, yeah. But then, I don't know if this is from the same part, but it seems like Tara's slipping away. She's about to fall. And Sam is about to attack. I mean, not attack, but Sam is holding on to Tara as Tara's about to fall. And Tara has this evil face. You know, she has this evil face, and it led some fans to believe that she's going to be a killer. I'll save that, you know, for another video most likely, but I don't think she's going to be a killer. But could that work if they, you know, could it work if they wanted to tie that in somehow? Maybe. On execution, it could work. I don't think so. I don't think Tara's going to be a killer, you know. But yeah, it's interesting though, because I saw a lot of fans were like, "Oh, Tara looks so sinister in this image right here in the trailer." I don't think it's anything, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think it's anything to. Oh shit, my bad, guys. Yeah, I don't really think it's anything, but yeah, basically, we see Samara Weaving here, and we saw Tony Revolori in the other, in the trailer as well, answering a phone call to Ghostface, it seemed like. And Samara Weaving is in the alleyway. I'm pretty sure Samara Weaving is gonna die in the opening scene, because we don't know for sure, but Viewer Anon did say that, you know, the alleyway where Ghostface is standing in, or standing near, is part of the opening scene. And then we see Samara Weaving in the alleyway. I think Samara Weaving's gonna die in the opening scene. And I think someone else is gonna die in the opening scene. But I'm pretty sure the image that I don't really feel like, because I'm pretty sure it's part of another trailer, but it was removed from the official trailer, I'm pretty sure. So I don't really think I want to bring up the other dead character, you know, that I'm pretty sure is probably as well gonna die in the opening scene. But Samara Weaving, though, I'm pretty sure she's also gonna die in the opening scene. Her and another character. Like I said, the other character was part of a deleted scene in the official trailer, I'm pretty sure. So that's why I don't want to bring it up in case of, I just don't really want to do that. But yeah, I think Samara Weaving is going to die in the opening. She's going to be one of them, along with another character. And I know, I mean, a lot of us theorize this, but I just feel like, for the longest time, I was kind of thinking it might not happen, though. It might not happen. But now I'm starting to think it will happen, But I will say this, though. I'm not really disappointed by it because I feel like, I kind of was in denial that she would die in the opening scene. But at the same time, I had a feeling it still was possible. So, and she's a big star. I mean, this normally does happen. This normally does happen in the Scream franchise. They kill off a big star. So it's not really anything new. You know what I'm saying? So I think she's, Samara Weaving is a good actor. She's going to give us a good kill, a good chase scene through the alleyway, hopefully. And, it's going to be iconic. I think, she's a good actor. And I think for what she's worth and what she's given, it's going to be a good role. So I'm honestly not mad, They did the same thing with Drew Barrymore. She was a big actor and they killed her off in the opening scene. Jada Pinkett Smith, same thing. Like they've always, for the most part, killed off big stars in the opening scenes of this franchise, So it's not really anything new to me. That's why, if this is the part of the opening scene, which it seems like it, because like I said, Ghostface standing near the alleyway, that picture, it's been said by viewing on that that's part of the opening scene. And seeing Samara Weaving in the alleyway makes me think she's going to get killed by Ghostface in the opening scene. Her and another character. So I think she is going to die in the opening scene. But the reason I'm not disappointed really is just because, like I said, it's common for big stars to die in the opening scene. It's not really anything new. So that's why I'm not really disappointed by it. But I think she's gonna give a great performance, and I think that's all that matters to me. I don't really expect every big. I honestly, there's so many characters to balance in this movie and develop. I feel like, there's no way they're gonna be able to develop every single character, whether it's a big actor or a character that you end up liking. They're not gonna be able to develop everyone properly because there's just way too many characters. And honestly, I don't really mind because as long as, in my opinion, as long as we get character development with Sam, Tara, Mindy, Chad, Kirby, and Gale, that's all that matters to me. Everyone else, sure, you can develop some of the newer characters too, but for the most part, I don't really care. I just want character development with the core four and then Kirby and Gale. Everyone else, I don't really care if they don't get as much character development because I don't think they will be as important. It's not like they're main characters, Side characters usually in this franchise don't get much character development anyway, so that's kind of my thing there. But yeah, I definitely do think she's gonna die in the opening scene though, most likely. And yeah.
Guys, you want me. So let's finish this.
And then we see here. It seems like Chad is fighting a Ghostface at the movie theaters, at the theaters. He's fighting a Ghostface there, it seems like. Could he die? Could he not? I don't know. I don't know. Who's to say? Who's to say? But, and then we got another scene too, where Sam is falling as well. Sam is falling, and it doesn't look like the same place where they were, where they had the ladder at, where, you know, between where they were climbing the ladder at between house to house, you know, with Mindy. It doesn't look like that same place. This looks like the movie theater / museum place, part of the area. And somehow I think Ghostface probably pushes her off. I don't know. But I think Sam will survive. I think she'll survive for sure. And I don't think Tara will die either, because like I said, Sam was holding Tara as she was about to fall in that one image in the trailer. I don't think Tara's gonna die there. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they'll both make it out alive, in my opinion.
Guys?
Okay, so I wanted to talk about this because we didn't notice this in the last teaser trailer with the subway, but we have Freddy Krueger in the subway. I didn't notice him in the last teaser trailer that we got. And then in the official trailer here, we see Freddy Krueger, someone dressed as him in the subway train. So it's really cool, interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It ends just like the teaser trailer ended, with Mindy getting grabbed, and that's it. And then the last part, the last shot, we see Ghostface in the alleyway, I'm pretty sure, and he slices before the trailer cuts towards the end here, which might be Samara Weaving getting stabbed and killed. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And the fact that this movie takes place on Halloween is interesting, bro. This movie has a lot of potential, and it's very interesting. And there's more theories I got to talk about, but I really wanted to just mainly break down and give some theories. But I want to give more theory separate videos later on. You know. So, you know, there's going to be more theory videos coming, but let me know what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy the trailer? Did you guys enjoy this video? I'm pretty sure this video is long enough. But yeah, hopefully there were some images that I wanted to show too, but I didn't get a chance to show them. That I wanted to talk about that kind of tie into some of the stuff we saw in this trailer. But I'm probably going to talk about them tomorrow in the morning. I might make a video and then maybe give some other theory videos, separate theory videos as well later on throughout the day. And throughout these upcoming days in general, I'm going to be posting more Scream 6 content. And I'm going to be talking about the Friday the 13th prequel TV series. Because there's something interesting there. A certain writer is going to be writing an episode for the Friday the 13th prequel TV series. And it seems we're getting a reboot movie as well for Friday the 13th. So it's interesting. We're going to be talking about that news eventually though. But yeah, we're going to be making Scream 6 content throughout these upcoming days, theory videos and more other videos in general, and you know, more content overall. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.